Hello, this is clip number 3 of session number 1, and today we are going to discuss the difference and the meaning about product requirements and project requirements. So far we have been discussing requirements that describe properties of a software system which needs to be built. Now we can call these requirements as a product requirement, part of the product requirement. Now, if we talk about projects certainly do have other expectations and deliverables that are not a part of the software the team implements. But these requirements which are related to projects are necessary to the successful completion of the project as a whole. Now, we can call these as project requirements and not the product requirements. The SRS, which consists of product requirements, it should not include design or implementation details, which we can also call them as constraints, or SRS even don't consist of project plans, test plans, or similar information. Now we can separate out these kind of items so that requirements development activities can focus on understanding what the team intends to build. So the project requirements include lot of things. The first is physical resources the development team needs, such as workstations, special hardware devices, a few different testing labs, testing tools, equipments which are required for testing, and then different kind of team rooms like video conferencing room, meeting rooms, or equipments related to video conferencing. So all these kind of needs. Second is staff training needs. As per the project and the domain of the project, different trainings are also required. Third is user documentation, which includes training material, tutorials, reference manuals, and release notes. Fourth is support documentation, such as help desk resources and field maintenance and service information for the hardware devices and similar kind of information. Next is infrastructure changes needed in the operating environment, in the current environment. Then requirements and procedures for releasing the product, installing it in the operating environment, then configuring that product, and then testing and installation. Now, requirements and procedure for transitioning from an old system to new one is also part of project requirement. For example, data migration and maybe conversion requirements, security setup, production cutover, then the training to close the skill gaps because we are shifting from old system to new system. So these are sometimes called as transition requirements also as part of project requirements, but these are specifically called as transition requirement. Then the next is product certification and compliance requirements. Then revised policies, processes, organizational structures, and similar kind of documents. Also sourcing, acquisition, and licensing of third-party software and hardware components. It also consists of beta testing, manufacturing details, packaging details, marketing details, distribution requirements, and all these kind of information. And lastly, customer service level agreements, SLAs. So all these things are part of the project requirements. Now, it also consists of one important thing, that requirements for obtaining the legal protection. Like you can talk about patents or trademarks or copyrights in case of intellectual properties or some data which is very sensitive to the organization related to the software. So that can also be part of your project requirements. So identifying these project requirements, it is a shared responsibility of business analyst and the project manager. Both of them are responsible. They often come up while eliciting the product requirements. Project requirement information is best stored in the project management plan, which should itemize all expected project activities and deliverables also. Particularly for business applications, people sometimes refer to a solution as both the product requirements, which are principally the responsibility of the business analyst, and the project requirement, which are principally the responsibility of project manager. So we can you can remember this product requirements. Generally, it is a responsibility of business analyst, because business analyst is working specifically on that product. And when I say project requirement, it is the responsibility of project manager. So they might use the term solution scope, or they can refer to everything that has to be done to complete the project successfully. So all these things comes under project requirement. So this is the basic difference between product and project requirements, and what they mean, and who are responsible to store project and product requirements. So that is the end of clip number 3, and in which we have discussed the product and project requirements.